Becks experience.
Welcome, Beer Fan TV. This is another episode of Beer Fan TV, and today we have Becks in the Phillips Perfect Draft. Probably not one of the most popular beers if you follow the Facebook channels. But listen, I've got a keg of it here. If you want to find out what I think, pull up a pew, get yourself a beer, whatever you want to do. And I'm your host. I take the Perfect Draft and Becks on tonight's or this evening's episode. And yeah, let's get it done. So welcome, Phillips Perfect Draft. Done a few lagers on here, and Becks is one of the ones that I've left till quite late, in all fairness, on this machine. I've had the Spatons, the Lambrowers and the Stellas. And the Becks, when you look at the Perfect Draft groups, is not the most popular. So I've seen people ask what people think of it before they purchase the keg, and the feedback's never been fantastic. So it was one that I also wasn't too excited about, because I've had Becks before in a bottle or in a pub or wherever it might have been, and there's never really been a beer that I thought was actually ever that great. So it was kind of I could leave it, if that makes sense. I wasn't too excited about getting it on the Perfect Drafts, but we have. So here it is. You saw me pour it in the video. I'm just going to quickly top away. You can see that's still settling. It's quite a clear beer, to be honest. Not a lot in the way of carbonation, and some people like that. That nice frosting on the glass there. Look, that's what gives you that pub feel and pint. Yeah. So this has come out the Perfect Draft machine, which is behind me. It's stored and poured at 3 degrees, perfect for a lager, to be honest. And as you see, it comes out with quite a nice, foamy, creamy head. And it does come out quite lively, if I'm honest, of some of these lagers. But the head does drop quite quick. So I always say a top tip with any of these type of lagers, rather than drinking the big pint glass, get yourself a half pint glass, because chances are you're going to drink that a bit quicker than you will a pint, and you haven't got to worry so much then about oxidation and the beer taste changing. So yeah, so I think first off, to look at it, it's quite light in colour, amber, just a lager, isn't it really, to be honest. There is some bubbles in there, nothing sort of major really. There is one or two, not raging though, is it, to be honest. Let's give it a taste. Well, first of all, smells like a lager. There's nothing offensive, it doesn't really have a strong smell at all, to be honest. But give it a taste. Okay, so quite nice. It's not loads of flavour in it, to be honest. But it's not offensive either. There's no bitter back end, it's actually quite smooth and it's light. It's quite easy to drink, and it's something that you could easily have at a barbecue with some friends, or even while watching the football. It's about 4.9%, so it's not quite a stellar at 5%. You can have a few of these. But it is though, it's quite a nice, easy drinking lager, and to me, it doesn't really, it's not a Spaten. It doesn't have quite those peppery sort of tastes and that kind of stuff, but it is just quite an easy drinking beer, and it's to me, it's something I could quite easily drink. And one of the pros I think for this is that it's one of the cheapest kegs you can get on the machine, 29 quid at full price. But one of the big things is look at the lacing around the glass. That tells you it's a nice quality beer. Look, not been doing too much to liven that up, but you can see the lacing. It's draft quality pint in one of these kegs. So it's not a case of that you're buying a load of the canned stuff just tipped in a keg. So I thought one of the biggest pros is it's about £29.90 for literally 10 pints of this stuff, which I think is pretty good. Considering some of those beers are like, gosh, up to nearly 40 quid. And after your discounts, that'll be like, say, a keg return. And if you use the discount code on the Perfect Draft Facebook page, you're going to be paying just over 20 quid. And that pretty much means you're paying about £2 a pint, which ain't bad, And it's draft-worthy beer. I know pubs aren't necessarily in lockdowns right now, but if you do like a draft pint, pretty good. So it's priced well. And if you can get yourself down to this new page. It's been, you know, this new company that now deliver from Europe. It's been a bit hit and miss. I'm not necessarily recommending. I've never ordered from them, but you can actually get this stuff for £15 a keg. Now that's pretty awesome. Obviously you've got to put delivery and stuff on that, no doubt. But that's a pretty good deal. And I think Becks at 29 quid, if you are paying full price for it, when you consider, you know, stuff like Corona, it's 35 quid. I don't think that's priced too bad. And it's actually, I'm a lager drinker, and for, you know, comparing to the other lagers, I think it tastes all right. But there was always going to be cons. So I would say it's not overly carbonated. So you do find the head, it's quite lively when poured, but the head drops quite quick. So you want to be quick with drinking it, don't leave it laying around because it will oxidise and that will impact the taste. And listen, the taste wise, it's not quite a Spaten or a Stella, and I think not the most fashionable, you know, to whip it out. But you know, if you're at a perfect draft, having a perfect draft party and you whip out a keg of Becks, it may not be the most fashionable one. So, but yeah, other than that, look, it's a really nice, smooth, easy drinking beer, quite enjoyable. I always think to myself, when I'm ordering these beers, I always think like, would it be another one that I would order again? Yes, I would. I'd order it again. I wouldn't not order it. If I was looking to order some lagers and some of the other ones weren't in stock, I'd put it on there. But would I say, you know, it's the next lager I'm going to order? I think there's some other ones out there that are a little bit better, you know, and I think, you know, the Landbrau's are really good. Spatens. I think the Stella's really hard to knock off that pedestal, if I'm honest. But this is still a good one. So for all of you lager drinkers out there that are looking at this, and I see that all the time on the Facebook groups, should I, you know, can you recommend a good keg to order on my next one? Because I've kind of tried most of them. And you haven't had Becks, get it. It's cheap. Even maybe look up this other company that are offering them for £15 a keg. It could be a good shout. So listen, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to say enjoy your evening and weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.